called in to be a mouth here.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just start off saying that if it were my choice, I probably wouldn't be in front of all these people today. I'm not a public speaker at all, but a couple weeks ago, I guess God just spoke to me, and I was sitting in my room, and a couple of you have seen me, or a few of you, quite a few, you probably saw me sing here about a month ago, and you guys have been wanting me to do it again, and I was thinking about it, and I just didn't really feel right with me. And I was sitting in bed and I was like, should I do it again? Like, I want to do something that's going to give glory to God. Like, that's all that I want to do. And he came to me, and he's never come to me like this. I know my voice in my head from God's voice, and it was his words, and they were clear. And for the first time ever in my life, he told me that he wanted me to tell my testimony. And it's just, I don't know, my first reaction was kind of like, are you kidding me? Because this isn't what I would have chose to do. But he reminded me from a couple weeks since then that I'm not doing this for myself. And I'm not doing this even really for you, I'm doing it for him. And even in those couple weeks, he showed me Galatians 1:10, and that will stick with me. And it's just that, it's that we're not doing this for the glory of men, we're doing this for the glory of God. And so everything I say today is for him. I guess I'll start, and I'll try to keep it short. But probably 4 years ago today, and since then, in these last 4 years, I've really, really struggled with depression and anxiety and self-harm. I'll say that I was an atheist, and I wanted to do things for myself. I wanted to do things for the world, and I wanted to do them my way. And I should have never been that way, and it showed in that. And that I was absolutely miserable, and I was suffering. And it's like, I wanted a way out so bad, but everywhere I turned and every way that I tried to turn my life around, I found myself deeper and deeper in this hole. And I tried everything. I tried turning to addictive behaviors, and at that point I was super thin and fragile and weak. And I didn't think that I was going to make it. I didn't think that I could ever come out of something like that. And to go through something like that for such a long time and to be where I am today is truly a miracle to me. And I'll tell you how that came to be. God opened up an opportunity to work at the gas station, and I recently just quit, or I recently just stopped working, because as you know, I'm going off to college. But in that opportunity that he opened up for me, before I even realized it, he gave me the chance to get really close with my grandmother, Elaine, and she's an amazing woman, and an amazing woman of God, and all my life she's poured into me, and I've never really seen it that way until this last year, until this last June. But I finally came to her, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been like this for so long. And I wanted to change, I wanted to be a completely different person. I didn't want to feel that pain anymore. And I'll tell you that I spent a good amount of time telling her my troubles and my tribulations of those last years, and the only thing that she told me was to come to church that next Sunday. It's like, really? That's all you have to say? Just come to church? Do you really have that much faith? And as somebody who wasn't really into God at the time, it sounded kind of insane, but I did. If that's all she had to say, if that's all that she wanted me to do, I was going to do it. I was willing to do every last thing that I could to not be where I was. And so I went. And by the end of that church service, it was like God had taken all my depression, my anxiety, my self-hatred, and I was free. And that, to me, is such a miracle. And I talk about it all the time to my friends. They're not Christians, but it's like to have God turn your life around like that in a day, in a second, when I had spent 4 years trying to do it for myself. It's like He can do anything. And I just wanted to encourage you today, because I'm sure somebody needed to hear this, that if He can do that for me, He can do that for anyone. And it's not about us. If you give Him an inch, He'll give you a mile, and He's given me everything. My life has completely changed because of what He did for me. And as I go off to college, it's the craziest thing. As somebody who is plagued with anxiety, I'm not afraid. Because I know that every direction that I go in from here, whether I stumble over obstacles or not, my life doesn't have to be perfect, because that's the way it was supposed to be. And I may have been an atheist then, but I sure do love God now. And I just wanted to thank you guys so much, and God, because I'm here today because of you and because of Him. And I don't know what would happen, what would have happened. I just thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are like family to me. It'll always be like that. Thank you.